Once the school year has started, the first and most important step to ensuring success with DI is to teach all students to mastery every day. If students have been assessed in the spring and placed at their current skill levels using the placement tests that come with the DI programs, they will be ready to learn all the material that is presented by the teacher starting the first day of school. Mastery is at the core of all direct instruction programs. Each DI program is constructed using a small step design that ensures that all students can be taught to mastery every day if they are placed properly in the program. Only 10 to 15% of a DI lesson contains new material. The rest of the lesson reviews or applies material taught in previous lessons so students can master the material and perform correctly on every task or exercise by the end of a lesson. Appropriate placement is critical to teaching children to mastery. If students are placed in material that's too difficult for them, the amount they have to learn is much greater than 10 to 15% of a lesson. They cannot master the material in a single day when there is too much that is new to them. As students progress through the lessons, they should perform correctly on every item at least 70% of the time the first time they see it for new material, and 90% correct on material that was introduced in previous lessons. If students can perform with these first-time correct response rates, by the end of a lesson they will be able to learn the material they didn't get right the first time. Teachers will have enough time to correct errors that students make, and students will be able to absorb the new material presented in each lesson. If students cannot maintain these first-time correct response rates, they will not master the material by the end of the lesson. Then the next day, the teacher should repeat parts that the students missed to ensure that they master all parts of the lesson before continuing in the program. Teaching to mastery has several important benefits to students. Students who master material in a lesson can more easily learn new material. The skills and concepts students acquire provide a very strong foundation for learning new skills and concepts. Students' self-esteem increases when they master material presented to them. They are confident that they will be able to learn new material. They know they are successful. And they look forward to going to school, participating in groups, and doing their assignments.
The DI programs are constructed according to a stair-step design in which each lesson contains just a bit of new material, with most of the material in the lesson a review or application of skills and concepts students have already encountered. This allows students to master everything in the lesson before they go on. And they can master it to the point that they are fluent in it. They achieve automaticity with the skills covered. This allows them to acquire new skills and concepts much more easily. But if the students aren't placed at their mastery level, at the proper stair step, they won't benefit from the design of the program. And putting students in material they can't understand can be very punishing to them. Forcing a third grade student with beginning decoding skills to read a grade level text, for example, communicates to the student that he can't read nearly as well as the other third graders. The overall message is that the student is deficient, which can lead to serious self-image problems. Students who put in material that is too difficult for them often generalize from their experience and anticipate that they will fail on any new material they encounter. Conversely, students who are consistently placed in material they can master in a reasonable amount of time develop very positive self-images. They anticipate that they will master any new material they encounter, and they are ready for the challenge. So if a teacher ever needs to decide between teaching to mastery by repeating material and going on to a new lesson, they should repeat the material. If a teacher pushes students beyond their mastery level, the students will eventually need to go back and repeat the material anyway, because everything that's taught later in the DI programs builds on top of the skills and concepts covered earlier in the programs.